this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners ready to get this thing started and open the season. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
And the first drive ends with a pick. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable.
Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line. Doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. You got two. You got two.
QB draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job.
Touchdown Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Ott. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He now has 56 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the run, it's Ott. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. To the air, it's Mateer. Going for it all. Touchdown Sooners! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. That's reeled in, it's Miller. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. To the air, it's Salter. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's loose. He's up to 81 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air, it's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Sooners getting set on first and 10.
Here we go, sack. Lion,
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Ott. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's up. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Burks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. The 20, the 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners get enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Just keeps swinging it. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Now on 2nd down.
Cookie!
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Trying to march their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's got it. One try as good as they build on this lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
Coming out with it, it's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smalls. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The kick is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Down.
Gonna run it. It's Ott. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Let's go.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It's a fumble. offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulls it, fired complete. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Coastal Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball off his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down, coming up.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick! Quick! Ready, go!
Using his legs, it's up. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more...
Oh, a lot of space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Got it behind the line. It's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose. Yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bucks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Back to pass. Right on target this time.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Sategna. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Sooners have it with a first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Salter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smalls. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Going for the marker on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Result of the play is
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Salter. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
On the play. First down on the offense.
Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Brings up fourth down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores. And now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very